how you're doing? I hope you're all doing well. So today we're gonna have a pretty long video. So buckle yourselves in, get a drink, get a snack. We've got a lot of crafting and DIYing to do today. I got engaged over the summer. Very exciting. I know someone actually wants to marry me. It was at one point in my life, I was like, I'm never gonna find the one. Somehow, by some miracle I did. We have a date set and it's approaching very quickly, actually. I'm pretty sure we've got all of the main things down, but the one thing that I have been back and forthing on is the decoration. Like, I know what I want. I don't want the prices that it requires to decorate. When I saw the average person spends, I think it's like $20,000 on a wedding, I was like, no. But you know what? The more I'm friggin' planning it, the more I see why. Friggin' $90 a person just to eat. We're only inviting 40 people. That's like $4,000. We have most of the main stuff down, but the one thing I do not have is someone to decorate the space. Like, the space is beautiful. It doesn't really need it. I'm not someone that wants, like, flowers touching every little crevice of the building. I can take or leave flowers, I'm being honest. Like, to me, it's really not that big a deal. I'm doing things very non-traditionally too. Like, I have no bridesmaids. I'm actually having bridesmen. My two brothers, they're gonna be my bridesmen. So when I was looking into decoration, just like, oh, I'd like a little bit of thing here, like some sort of, you know, obviously centerpieces for the table. I was quoted $2,000 to rent some little candles and some glass pillars. And that was for them to like just put it in as well. And that wasn't including flowers. It really wasn't doing a whole lot. And I'm like, they were charging me more to rent these candles than I could have bought them for. So I'm like, okay, I can DIY this myself. Like, I can get everything I need and then I can just sell it on Facebook Marketplace afterwards. Anyway, big explanation just to say, there's a lot going on. So I was just back in the UK for a month and I went to Hobbycraft and they had some awesome things that I'm gonna show you, and the things that I'm going to be able to like DIY myself, and I'm really excited for it because I think it's kind of unique. Hobbycraft in general is not cheap. Like, if you live in the UK, it's not cheap. However, luckily for me, because I live in the USA, I work in the USA, the exchange rate for me means that things that I buy there can be cheaper than if I was to buy them here. For example, first things first, I found this. Why is this interesting? First of all, it's this. I found this at Hobbycraft. You put it together and you paint it how you want it. The reason in particular that I wanted this versus the card box that I was going to get is because it looks like a British post box. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna paint this thing red and then I'm gonna put like our initials on it or something. My fiance is American. We're having our wedding in America. I just want to have some like little British like touches, like British sweets and things like that. And I just thought it'd be fun to have a card box that looks like a British letterbox, because why not? We're gonna do it like this red. Gonna be painting that today. I bought a candelabra. I always thought this was pronounced candelabra. This was £18 each. For me, that works out about $22.50. And I bought 7 of these, okay? So I was able to fit them all in my case because they came in these little boxes. And you think, why is that candlestick in a box? Look at that. Now, I do not like silver. I am a gold person all the way. So obviously, we're not doing that. We're gonna actually spray this today. Ta-da! Look ornate. It's giving Haunted Mansion hallway vibes. This will be like at the centerpiece of the table. I'm gonna have some like little glass things around it. Maybe either eucalyptus or like palm leaves. I don't know if that would look weird with the kind of elegant vibe. This is solid. I got this spray paint and I'm gonna be spraying them gold. Our wedding colors are like gold, white, and sage. They're my like 3 favorite combination of colors together. I found these at Hobbycraft. These are really, really cute. They're obviously made to be table numbers, but they were on sale at the time. Buy 3 for the price of 2. So I think these worked out around $3 each, $2.50, something like that. What I'm gonna do with this is I'm going to paint the back side of it, and then on the front I'm going to do like the table numbers. Okay, Okay, so I think it's about time we get started and let's go. Right, so I have this big box that I'm gonna use to spray all of the candelabras. It's gonna take me a really long time to do though, because obviously I have 7 of them. We'll get to it and hope for the best. So firstly, I had to assemble 7 candelabras. This took so much longer than expected, but they ended up looking very cool together. But I was just honestly impressed. I managed to take all of these home in like half of my suitcase. Okay, here we have all of the candle holders. Initially, I wasn't gonna actually put them together. I was just gonna kind of spray the individual pieces, but I'm really worried doing it that way will make it harder because at least this way, it's all kind of suspended and stood up. Whereas if I have them laying flat, it's just gonna make it more difficult. I've also got more pieces to lose, so I'm just gonna spray them like this and just spin them when they're dry. I'll be honest, I really do not enjoy spray painting whatsoever because I'm just really impatient and I want it to be done in one coat. But reality is, if you don't want to have a ton of drip marks, you have to do a pathetically thin little coat, wait for it to dry, and then just do it all over again, which is what I did 7 times. I've only done a light coat so far because obviously I don't want drips or anything, but it's already looking so much better compared to this. Okay, so here is the before and the after. I will say the gold is a little bit more matte than I was expecting, but I feel like that's probably better, but I feel like it looks so much more expensive now than this one does. Or maybe it's just that my personal preference is gold. What do you think? Let me know. Do you prefer silver or do you prefer gold? These look so good. How classy do these look? I am so happy with how this came out. They're definitely gonna need a little bit of a second coat at some point, but I think I'm gonna actually wait to do that until closer to the time. Obsessed. Look how expensive these look. These cost me $22 each. These are metal, heavy, gorgeous. So happy. Okay, so next up, I think what I'm gonna do is try to do something with these. Now, I do have one extra because they were like, these will buy 3 for the price of 2, and I only needed 8. I have 6 tables. I'm pretty sure I have 6 tables. So I have a couple of these to experiment with. I think what I'm gonna first try is painting the numbers on here. This could either turn out really nicely or really bad. I'm half tempted to make it look like it's like a neon glowing sign, but that might be kind of tacky. I'm also kind of half tempted to do like palm leaves or something. That might look quite cool. I want to also try using my Cricut. I don't have a clue where half of the parts are because it's actually at my second office, which I haven't shown yet. Half tempted to this kind of color. I'm thinking, okay, this one is very experimental. That might look quite good. It might look good. It might look crap. Okay, I'm kind of liking it. I'm liking the palm vibes. I'm actually kind of loving it. I don't know. This is just the experimental one though, okay? So don't judge. And I'm thinking maybe one down here. Oh, there's a hair in that one. What do we think? I don't know. Oh, with the candlestick though? Is this a weird vibe? I'm kind of going for like an elegant but also tropical. Okay, so before I go any further, this is the one I've done. I really like this one so far. I think I'm going to attempt to try using a Cricut. I have never used one before. I actually bought this little one for my business that I've still not used yet, but eventually I'm sure I'll be using it. So I literally have no idea how this works other than I know that it cuts vinyl. Try and figure out how it's supposed to be used. I think it works via Bluetooth. Is there a button? something. Alonzi. That's a good start. Oh, I would like to be able to do this myself. $10 a month? I bought this machine and you're making me pay a monthly fee? That was incorrect. Why did you bend it? Oh my gosh, it's a little elephant. That was very quick. So I've just searched in the app and it's allowed me to get this really cool thing. That's, I guess, why you pay the subscription, because you get all these things you can do. It's actually really cool. They're a little big though. I'm a bit worried they're a bit big. Okay, so I just used a cricket for the first time and I think it's worked. I'm just gonna... There's a lot of hair on it. Is that normal? There's a lot of hair. I think what I do now is use the transfer tape. Easily transfer glitter and shimmer vinyl designs to a variety of surfaces. Well, how do I transfer that then? This was the only transfer tape they sold. Okay, so apparently I've bought the wrong transfer tape because I just looked at it and it says made for glitter and shimmer vinyl transfers, not recommended for other types of vinyl. So I'm gonna have to go out again and buy more vinyl transfer. I'm back. I've got the correct transfer tape, I think. It looks like just standard transfer tape. I didn't know there was special tape just for glittery ones. What I'm thinking of doing is putting the vinyl on first and then painting like around the numbers afterwards. Why do they make this so complex? Let me just get into it. Okay, I've got all 7 here. Okay, so we have hair on everything, apparently. We have the transfer tape, and I don't have all the fancy tools, so we're just gonna have to make do with what we've got. Okay, so I'm really sticking this down now. Oh, it's actually sticking. Okay, good. There, maybe. Oh, that's wonky. Okay, that works. And then I just peel it off, right? There's bubbles in it. Oh, no. Oh, cool! I did it! There's bubbles in it though, so I may need to redo this one at a different time. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and try the others now and see how they turn out, and then I can actually put the palms on the back. So this is very satisfying and very fun, but it's also incredibly messy. I found these pieces of vinyl transfer tape everywhere for like 2 days straight. It was just stuck to my sock, it was stuck to my dog. It gets everywhere, but it was so worth it because it looks very, very nice. I'm also now getting some ideas of what else I can use this little cricket for. If you would like to see more wedding content, let me know in the comments down below because I can absolutely make at least 2 or 3 more videos just on this stuff alone. Okay, so now I've put all of the numbers onto these. I'm actually going to go ahead and paint on the back so I can add the palm leaves. This one I need to neaten up a little bit, but this is basically what I'm going for here. I have all of them with all the numbers on now. I'm so happy with how they came out. I have a couple of bubbles that I need to fix, but other than that, I am really happy with how they look. I just need to add those little palm fronds to it. Okay, some of these are definitely going to need 2 or 3 coats. I am so happy with how these table numbers came out. I think some may need a little bit more of another layer on the back. Really cute. I think that they're going to look really nice on the table against the gold candelabras. It may be a bit of a weird combination. It's kind of like a tropical, elegant tropical vibe, but at the same time, it's things we both like. It's my kind of like gold style that I love. Okay, so I am now going to put together the post box, and once I put it together, I've decided instead of hand painting it, I want to give it a cleaner edge, and I'm actually going to spray it. So I bought some Rust-Oleum red spray paint. I don't think I've ever spray painted anywhere near as much in my entire life as I have right now. This is honestly probably the 5th can of spray paint I've bought in my entire life. So this one, I'm hoping this goes together quite easily and isn't broken from the fact that I just traveled with it. No, it looks like it just pops together quite easily. This one isn't going in. Did I do it the wrong way? Yes, I did. It's cute. It's a nice little post box. This is definitely gonna fall apart if I don't glue it. Okay, so I made a realization after buying some wood glue that it actually needs to open up quite easily, because how are you going to get the cards out without completely destroying it? So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray it, and then I'm going to figure out if I actually need to glue any parts of it. I may just glue the back areas. So yeah, we're not going to be wood gluing it. We're just going to have to deal with it, kind of the front falling off until the day we need to use it. I'm sure it can just pop back on. Got my spray paint. One thing about me is I hate aerosols, and anything that just sprays, I avoid them at all costs usually, which is why I literally never use spray paint. I'm just always so paranoid I'm gonna breathe it in. Like, look how far away I am. Like, no wonder it took me so long to finish this. Yeah, that's really gonna help not breathe it in. Just flap the paint away. I ended up having to give this like 4 coats to give it any good coverage whatsoever. It just was not liking the surface at all. It's applied a little bit weird to the plywood, but nothing that, you know, makes a huge difference. Letterboxes never look very, what's the word? Good. They're always kind of got a weird texture to them, I think. Okay, so I have officially finished all of my crafts for today. This, I think I'm gonna have to like put a hinge on it or something, because it does keep falling apart. I'm really happy with how this came out. It has kind of a weird finish to it. Because of the spray paint, it has kind of like a grungy look to it, which I personally really like. I think the finish looks a lot like an actual red post box, and I do plan to use the Cricut again, or some like wooden letters or something that will have like our initials on it. And I think here I'm gonna print like what they have in actual letterboxes with like Royal Mail, and then have like our names and maybe the wedding venue and the dates and the times and things. For obvious reasons, I'm not gonna be doing that in this video, but the finish is done, the hard part is done. But yeah, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments down below if you would like to see some more wedding DIYs or crafts or artsy stuff, because obviously this is just a very small portion of what I will be actually doing. So if you want to see more, feel free to give the video a thumbs up and let me know in the comments down below. And for now, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you in the next video.